Hello and welcome to day one of the Step Into Your Power Challenge. So today we are going to be looking at the physical power. We're going to be moving through some power salutations. It's going to be a little bit fun as well. It's going to be getting a little bit fiery up in here for the 20 minutes that we're together. This is all about drawing into that surface level, that kind of like real physical power. And then as we go throughout the 7 days, we're kind of going to be peeling back the layers of what power really means to us, going through different types of practices. If you're a Soul Sanctuary member, welcome, hello. And I love you very much for being a Soul Sanctuary member. If you're not a Soul Sanctuary member, then please do think about joining us because you get lots more of this over on the Soul Sanctuary app and website. So we're going to get started in a kneeling position like I'm in, sort of around the center of the mat, and just sit back on the heels. Now, if kneeling is really uncomfortable for you, which it may be, it's quite a lot of pressure on the knees, you can absolutely come to a cross-leg position, or you could grab a pillow and or a block and just place it between the bottom and the heels. Just adds a little bit of extra padding. You might want to kind of feel around to where feels good for you. And you can, like I said, put a little cushion here as well. So just finding a seated position as we arrive and ground into day one of this power challenge. So closing down your eyes, and I want to invite you to bring your hands one on top of the other, just in that space above the belly button and below the ribs. So this is our solar plexus space. And as we breathe here, it's really around the diaphragm. So eyes are closed and just checking in with the breath. Asking yourself, how do I feel today? What's alive for me right now? What intention can I set myself right here in this moment to make sure that I continue honoring and serving my soul throughout these next 20 minutes? Finding that connection to breath. Just leaving behind everything that came before this moment. Just closing the door upon all of those things for now and breathing into what does power mean to me? Where am I powerful in my body? Where am I powerful in my mind? Where am I powerful in my deepest parts of my soul? That's what we're going to be unearthing together over the next few days. Fluttering open the eyes and just releasing the hands down into the lap. Just taking 3 shoulder rolls going back. And then 3 going forwards. And then coming up into a high kneeling position. So knees are underneath the hips, beautifully aligned. Take an inhale, reach the arms all the way up to the sky without moving the body. So only moving the arms. And then exhale, release those arms around behind you. So this is a slow, controlled movement. Just bringing some awareness into all parts of the body before we flow. Inhaling up. Exhaling behind you. Inhaling up. Exhaling behind. Last time, inhaling up. Exhaling behind. Beautiful. Placing the hands down, finding an all fours position. Take an inhale, lift the chest, shine the heart forwards. Maybe that shining of the heart reaches up into the lips and the mouth and you're able to smile here. And then exhale as you round, touch into chest. Inhale, find that movement lifting towards that heart smile. Exhale as you round. One more time, inhale, just simply lifting the heart. Exhale as you round. Coming all the way back to neutral, tuck under the toes. We're going to lift the knees off the ground. So you can lift them literally a couple of inches, and it's going to be firing up through the quads, the hip flexors, and the core, and the shoulders. It's a whole body situation. So let's lift here, trying to keep the spine neutral. Taking an inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more, inhale. Exhale, lower the knees down and just come to sit back on the heels with the bottom. Inhale, reach those arms up to the sky again. Exhale, reach the arms all the way back. Place the hands down. We're going to do that one more time. 3 breaths in that knee hover. So grounding, really planting the hands down into the earth firmly. We power lifting up. Inhaling here. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, knees drop down. Beautiful. Sit back on the heels. Inhale, reach the arms up. And then exhale, arms come around you. Just shake through the hands, shake through the wrists. As you know, if you've done sun salutations before, there's a lot of work through the upper body, coming through downward facing dog, chaturangas. So we're going to make our way into downward facing dog now. Knowing that every time we come through this point, if you would like to take a child's pose, that is absolutely an option for you. Let's take an inhale here, rise up onto the toes. Exhale, draw the heels down to the earth. They do not need to be touching the earth. They're just drawing towards it. You can bend the knees here. Bottoms lifting up towards the sky, really pushing through the arms, through the shoulders. Walking the feet towards the hands. Feet hip width apart. Inhale, lift the chest, create space. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift the chest, create space. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift the chest, create space. Exhale, fold, and just take a moment here, hang the head heavy, close the eyes. On your next inhale, peeling the body all the way up to the sky, head and neck come last. Roll the shoulders back, heel toe the feet together. We start with our Surya Namaskar A. We're going to be adding in a little bit of fire as we go. Take an inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, halfway fold, keep the arms reached out in front of you. If this is way too intense, bring the hands to heart center here. Take another inhale here. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, create space. Exhale, place the hands, step back to plank, holding this plank for a moment. Shift the weight forward so the shoulders are over the wrists, holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back to neutral. Inhale. Exhale, you can either modify going down to the knees or coming straight down through chaturanga. Inhaling, upward facing dog or cobra. Let's hold here. Another breath. Take an inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And then exhale it all the way back to your downward facing dog. So just for this first one, we're just going to ground here into stillness. I really want to invite you to come into a place of strength in the shoulders. So pushing the ground away. You want to push through the arms to the point that your arms, the upper arms and the shoulders are hugging the ears, and then do the external rotation. So this isn't a big spacious thing where the head's collapsing down. We're pushing up and then we find that rotation. Another inhale here. Exhale. On your next inhale, step or float feet to the hands, lift the chest, create space. Exhale and fold. Inhale, come to that halfway point, either arms reached out straight in front of you or hands to heart center. Inhale. And then exhale, come all the way up to standing. Surya Namaskar A. Number 1 is complete. Take an inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, halfway fold. Inhale here. Exhale, fold. Inhale, create space. Exhale, place the hands, step or float back to plank. Shift the weight, shoulders over the wrists. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Obviously breathing the whole time. Take it back to neutral. Take an inhale. And we're going to lower down through chaturanga to the count of 5. Lowering down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling, upward facing dog or cobra. Remember, every chaturanga can absolutely be on your knees. Exhale, take it back. Downward facing dog. Maybe finding and releasing breath. Maybe even needing a little child's pose here. Now we're going to walk the feet in maybe just slightly. Don't need to come in super far. You're going to sweep the left leg up. Keep the left hip square. Back heel is pushing away from you. Ground into the left hand. The right fingertips shift back towards your right foot. Then, if this feels pretty solid and stable, you're going to see if you can float that right hand off the mat, bring it alongside the body, making sure the shoulders of that left side still push back to the downward facing dog. And then release it down. Amazing, well done. Switching sides here. Right leg kicks back, squaring the hips, pushing back through that right foot. Fingertips of the left hand, step it back halfway. And then if you feel pretty solid and stable, floating that left hand off the earth alongside the body. Really strong through that right shoulder. And then releasing right foot down, left hand comes down. Take an inhale here. Exhale, step or jump the feet to the top of the mat. Inhale, create space. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, arms reach out or to the heart space. Exhale all the way up to standing. Beautiful. Take an inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, halfway fold. Inhale here. Exhale, fold. Inhale, create space. Exhale, place the hands, step or float back. Shift that weight forwards, shoulders over wrists for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back to neutral. Remember, you can come down to the knees and modify here. We're going to lower to chaturanga again to the count of 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Okay, you're going to sweep the left leg up to the sky. Open the hip here. So you're going to open the hip but keep the shoulders square. And then you're going to maybe, if it feels good to, drop the left toes over. So you're bending that knee, opening all the way through that left side. And then you're going to slowly square the hips. Left knee is going to draw in towards the nose. And then the left leg is going to wrap on top of the right leg for an eagle downward facing dog. If you can get the second hook, beautiful. If you can't, no worries. Push back again really solidly through the shoulders. Sink back into those legs, belly towards the thighs. And then unravel. So good. If you need a break from the wrists, remember, child's pose. Right leg sweeps up. Open the hips, keeping shoulders square. Option to bend that top knee as you open a little deeper. And then bringing it all the way back around. Right knee comes in towards the nose, and then right leg crosses on top of the left. Maybe a second hook for eagle legs, and then we push it all the way back. Unraveling here, placing both feet down. Inhale up onto the toes. Exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, jump it forwards. Lift the chest, create space. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep those arms forwards, halfway lift. And then exhale, come all the way up to standing. So good. Surya Namaskar B. We're going to work just a couple of times through this, adding a few little embellishments as we go. So Utkatasana to begin with. Hinge at the hips, bend the knees, reach the arms all the way up. Inhale here. Exhale. Inhale for 2. Exhale. Inhale for 3. Exhale, fold it forwards. Inhale, create space. Exhale, place the hands, step or float back, going straight through your vinyasa, be that chaturanga or down to the knees. Inhaling, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Sweep the right leg up to the sky and then step that right foot through between the hands, coming into a high lunge, not a warrior 1. Fingertips are still down at the moment. You're going to keep this alignment through the spine as you just draw the arms by the ears. Inhale here for 1. Exhale. Inhale for 2. Exhale. Inhale for 3. Exhale, place the hands down, step it back to plank and flow your way through. Meeting back in that downward facing dog. Are you feeling fiery yet? Left leg sweeps up. Step left leg between the hands. So we're in that high lunge. Back heel is off. Keeping the diagonal length through the spine all the way down to the back heel as you reach the arms up by the ears. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reminding yourself, I am powerful. Exhale, place the hands down, step it back to plank, and flow your way through, meeting back in a downward facing dog. Now, as always, you have the option here of coming down to a child's pose, a beautiful time just to restore, reconnect with the breath, or you're going to take a couple of breaths in dolphin. So coming down onto the forearms. Inhaling, lifting up onto the toes. Exhale, heels draw down. Inhaling up to the toes. Exhale, heels draw down. One more, inhale up onto the toes, hips lift high. Exhale down, and then push it back to the downward facing dog. On your next inhale, either step or float the feet to the hands, lift the chest, create space. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Utkatasana, sit it back, finding that powerful chair pose. Inhale here. Exhale. Inhale for 2. Exhale. Inhale for 3. And exhale, fold it forwards. Inhale, create space. Exhale, place the hands, step or float back, lowering down, chaturanga or down to the knees. Inhaling, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg sweeps up and then it steps through between the hands. Fingertips down just for now. We're going to take the same position, but we're going to take little circles with the arms. So inhale, arms reach forwards. Exhale, take them back behind you. Inhale, arms reach forwards. Exhale, behind you. Remember, you can have back knee down to modify. Inhale, forwards. Exhale, behind you. And then just go inhale, forwards. Exhale, hands plant down. Step it back to high plank. Flow your way through, taking as many modifications as you need, meeting back in that downward facing dog. Amazing. Left leg sweeps up. Left foot steps through between the hands. Just come to find the fingertips here. Reach the arms forwards, inhale. Exhale, arms reach back. Inhale, super strong through the whole body. Exhale, arms reach back. Last time, inhale forwards. Exhale, arms reach back, and then inhale forwards. Exhale, hands plant down, step it back to the high plank, flow your way through for a final time, meeting back in that downward facing dog. Maybe the child's pose is now calling your name. Maybe it's a final dolphin. If you're taking your dolphin, we'll find those 3 breaths. Inhale, lift up to the toes. Exhale, heels draw down. Inhale up to the toes. Exhale, heels draw down. Inhale up to the toes. Exhale, heels draw down. Push it all the way back up to the hands, finding your downward facing dog. And then instead of finishing our Surya Namaskar B, we'll drop down to the knees and then just come to sit back onto the heels in a kneeling position. Take a shoulder roll going back 3 times. Take an inhale, sweep the arms high up to the sky. Exhale, hands come down through heart center. Inhale, open the chest, cactus the arms. Exhaling, round the spine. Come back to neutral and then just come to sit down on your bottom. You're going to bring the soles of the feet together for a Baddha Konasana. You may want to pop some blocks or cushions underneath the thighs or sit yourself up on a block. Take an inhale here. Exhale, just allow yourself to melt forwards. You can have a juicy rounded spine here if you wish. Let the head hang heavy. Give it a little shake out. Feeling that heat and energy pulsating through your body right now. That power that you cultivated. Knowing that you showed up, that you stepped into your physical power, and many of you, your mental power, even showing up today. Maybe challenging yourself with some slightly tougher asanas, but maybe just challenging your power in needing to rest and take more moments in child's pose. I salute you for honoring what it was that you needed. Just bring yourself all the way up and move the legs into a cross-legged position. Close down your eyes and bring your hands back to that solar plexus point. One hand on top of the other. Just feeling into the vibrations that you've created through the heat and the power in your body. Can you find a smile for yourself? I leave you with a little affirmation to take with you on your day. I am powerful, and I use my power wisely. I am powerful, and I use my power wisely. Let's take a releasing breath here together. Inhale, and let it go. Thank you so much for practicing that with me. I hope you loved it. Like I said, if you're a Soul Sanctuary member, thank you so much for being so. If you're not, please come and join us. I'm sure that you won't ever want to leave. Thank you, and I will see you again for another practice soon. Bye-bye.